make a pinch pot. So you remember from last year, take your cube of clay and tap it like this. Don't bang it on the table. Don't squeeze it. You're tapping it with the palm of your hand. See how I've got it curved? Tap, tap, tap. So you can get it to form. Okay. And then you can roll it in your hand. One hand going one way, so you have to go slow, and the other hand is just still or going the other way. You can do it on the table, but then it tends to flatten it at the bottom. Okay. There we go. It's not perfect, but more or less. Get your thumb, and I want you to poke it in like this, and go as far as you can, but don't go all the way through. We want it to be, see, this thickness all the way around and at the bottom. So if it's too thin, if it's thinner than this, yeah, it will break. All right, so as it dries, or even when it goes in the kiln. So let's just keep it this thick. So you have to do it so have your hand here so you can feel. Don't just do it like this. You want to be able to feel it. And go as far as you can. See, I'm digging it in. And I've gone to my knuckle, but I think your thumbs will be smaller than mine. And that's what it looks like inside. You see? Okay. And it hasn't gone through. Now, next thing, I want you to do this. You're a crab. Clamp, open. Not open like this. Clamp, open. Clamp, open. Clamp, open. And that's what I'm doing for my pinch pot. So I put my thumb in, and I don't clamp here. Otherwise I make this top bit too thin. Yeah, it's got to stay this thick. So I clamp, open. And when I open, I turn it a little bit. Clamp, turn. With my other hand, see? If I'm still there. Clamp, turn. Clamp, turn. Clamp, turn a little bit. Clamp, turn a little bit. Clamp, turn a little bit. And I'm clamping it at the bottom, what you call squeeze. Or let's call it pinch, because it is a pinch pot. Pinch, turn. Pinch, turn. Pinch, turn. And see, look. Is that what yours looks like? Can you make it look like that? And it hasn't gone through. It's still thick at the top. And it's made a hole. We're starting to get a pot. Okay. Now the next bit, we go round again. Just small turns. And we're trying to push out with our thumb to make it bigger at the bottom. Not too much. And we can let our fingers clamp the whole of it, not just there. But don't squeeze here. Squeeze at the bottom. And push out with your thumb. So, clamp, turn, pinch, 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 turn. And let's have a look. See how much bigger that is now. And now I'm just going to, it's hard to show you, I'm going around like this with my thumb to try and push the clay out more at the bottom. Push, turn, push, turn. But my fingers are here, so I'm just trying to make it wider. Yeah, I'm doing this, but at the bottom, this, with my fingers pushing this way and my thumb pushing out. But I'm doing at the bottom inside. Push, turn, push, turn. Okay, now I can do it a little bit more at the top. Now don't worry if it's cracking a bit, because we just want 2 fingers tapping the water. If you've got too much water, shake it off. And then we just, okay, don't be tempted to put more water on. Rub it in, rub it in. Don't worry about these cracks, we can do them later. We just want to keep that top bit a bit moist, because we don't want it to break. Okay, and there we have it. You can use your finger or your thumb to get it more smoother and bigger inside, but don't make it any thinner than this. And you want to try and get it so that it's the same all the way around, same thickness all the way around. Depending on what you've got, most of us should have one of these pointy tools. If you're sharing, you'll have to wait. You could use a pencil. You could use a cocktail stick. And then we're writing our name. So my first name is Sylvia. And you don't call me Sylvia, call me Mrs. Skinner. But anyway, so Sylvia. And then I want you to put your class number here. So is it are you in year 7? Yes. No, sorry. The year 7s are making making these. Yeah, remember? The year 7s are making these. They've just put the pot on the side with the eyes on top and the legs underneath. So, but you're either 5 or 6. Okay? Year 5 or 6. And there we have our pinch pot. Now we want to transform it into a frog. So, okay, so we want just 2 little bits of clay. So we get 2 eyeballs. Don't make them too big. Don't make them bigger than a marble. Actually, those look a bit too small for this pot. What do you reckon? I think I might go a bit bigger. Let's go more. Okay, same action of rolling as you did for the pot. That's better. And let's do another one. Try to make them the same size if you can. Unless you're going to have a crazy frog. Oh, those don't look quite the same, do they? Okay, I'm going to get a bit more to this one. Work it in. Okay. Maybe they look more like Maltesers. All right. Now, how do we join them? If you've been in my class before, you should know, but let's just show you. Just a little bit of water. Put it where you think you want it. It won't stick like Play-Doh. So if you just push it on, it will fall off when it's dry. So what we have to do is we mark it by using a bit of water. Wiggle, wiggle, take it off. And now we know where the eyes go. So we just score, 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 score. Or you can say cut, cut, tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe. Or pretend you're playing, what's it called? Crosses and noughts. Okay, so tic-tac-toe. And then tic-tac-toe. Okay, and all we have to do is just tap it with a little bit of water. Don't smooth it. We want the water to go in those cracks. Just like cement going into between bricks. And then we just fuse it together. Wriggle, 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 wriggle. Wriggle, 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 wriggle. And pushing at the same time. Okay, so it does not come off. Do the same with the other one. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Not too much water. But you're filling up the cracks with water. And then put them together. And wriggle, 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 wriggle. And push at the same time. And then we've got them together. Now, if we want to make sure that they really don't fall off, see, so I'm going to use you can use a tool like something like a piece of wood like this wooden knife, and do it like this. But I prefer to use my finger because there's more control. Because little things like this might fall off before you even get it. So I'm pushing the clay together so that it joins. So there's no risk of it falling off when it's dry. Because it's not Play-Doh. Play-Doh, it will stay together. But clay, once it dries and the water goes out, it will fall off if you don't join it like this. Now at the front, you could take the end of a thin pencil, anything that's got a round end, and we're going to poke it. Now this one, I did the eyes just going forward, but you might want the eyes slightly, but not right on top, that would be silly. But you could just diagonally on top, if you want, and you just push it and turn. Gently push and turn. See, I've got my finger here. If I don't do that, I might push it too much and it's off again. So let's just push and turn, holding it at the back. There we go. And we do the same over here. Now, do we want the eyes slightly to the right, or I'm going to put them I'll put it center. But you could put right and right, or left and left, as if you're walking sideways. So I'll just do the same over here. It's up to you.